Listen to each conversation. Then circle the correct word or phrase to complete each statement. Conversation 1.
Luke, tomorrow's your first day in your new job. You're not going to wear that earring, are you?
I was going to. Why not?
Well, if I were you, I wouldn't wear it. It may not be appropriate in the office.
That's crazy. What's wrong with an earring, Beth?
Nothing. But lots of people are old-fashioned and they don't think men should wear earrings, at least at the office.
You're only 28 and you sound like my grandmother. This is the 21st century. In any case, I need to be who I am. I'm an individualist.
Conversation 2.
Celia, what a great tattoo. When did you get it?
Just last week. But my husband thinks it's awful.
Doesn't he have one too?
Yes, but he says it's not the same thing.
You mean he thinks it's okay for a man, but not for a woman?
You got it.
What a double standard.
Conversation 3.
Mark, I'm really unhappy. My daughter wants to go to law school.
That's great. What's the problem?
Well, I was hoping she'd marry a lawyer, not be one.
Why's that?
Well, it's just that I think men should be lawyers and women should stay home and have children.
That's a little sexist if you ask me.
Conversation 4.
Kate, you can't go out in those clothes. I can see your tummy.
So, that's the style. Don't you watch TV, read magazines?
I don't care. Girls should be modest. People will think you're a bad girl.
But Dad, you know I'm a good person. I follow all the rules. Everyone knows that.
That's true. But modesty is very important for girls. If you're modest, people will know you're a good girl.
Read and listen.
Man risks life to save another. Many people who ride a busy urban subway wonder, what would happen if I fell off the platform and onto the tracks? What would I do? Others wonder, what would I do if someone else fell? That question was answered in a split-second decision made by subway hero Wesley Autry, a 50-year-old New York City construction worker on his way to work. Autry jumped onto the tracks to save a fellow passenger from an oncoming New York City subway train. The passenger, Cameron Hollopeter, 20, a film student at the New York Film Academy, had fallen between the tracks after suffering a seizure. Autry rolled Hollopeter into a gap between the rails and covered him with his own body just as the train entered the station. Both men survived. I don't feel like I did something spectacular. I just saw someone who needed help, Mr. Autry said. I did what I felt was right.
Homeless man returns wallet with $900. Santa Ana, California. A homeless man searching through trash bins for recyclable cans found a missing wallet and returned it to its owner. Kim Bogue, who works in the city, realized that her wallet was missing last week and doubted she'd ever get back the $900 and credit cards inside. I prayed that night and asked God to help me, said Bogue, who was saving the money for a trip to her native Thailand. Days later, a homeless man found the wallet wrapped in a plastic bag in the trash, where Bogue had accidentally thrown it away with her lunch. He gave it to Sherry Wesley, who works in a nearby building. He came to me with a wad of money and said, "This probably belongs to someone that you work with. Can you return it?" Wesley said. "He has a very good heart," said Bogue, who gave the man a $100 reward. If someone else had found it, the money would have been gone.
An act of honesty by airport screener. New Delhi. In a display of honesty, a security agent at the Indira Gandhi International Airport handed over a small plastic bag with $3,000 in cash to a passenger who had completely forgotten the bag after it passed through the airport screening machine. Noticing that the bag had been left behind, Dalbir Singh made an announcement asking passengers to come forward to claim it. However, when no one claimed it, Singh inspected the baggage tag and guessed it probably belonged to a passenger en route to Mumbai. An announcement was made on the next flight to Mumbai, and the owner of the bag came forward to collect it. Singh was given a cash reward for his honesty.
Listen to the conversations. Check yes or no to answer each question and explain your answers. Conversation 1.
Grandma, you're going to get a tattoo? You've got to be kidding.
Why? What's wrong with a tattoo?
You're too old. Tattoos are for young people.
So, John, you think there should be different rules for young people and old people?
Conversation 2.
Jessica, please be home by 10.
10? Mom, that's ridiculous.
I don't think so.
But Mark doesn't have to be home until midnight.
Mark is a boy.
Mom, why should boys and girls have different rules?
Conversation 3.
Alex, let me give you some fatherly advice.
Sure, Dad. What is it?
When you take Allison out tomorrow, be sure to open the car door for her when she gets into your car.
You're not serious.
I am. That kind of thing really impresses a young woman.
No offense, Dad, but that's pretty old-fashioned. Allison is my age. Say that stuff for Mom, okay?